Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of, I don't know what it was formerly called, but today we're going to call it Punk Rock Spotify Showdown, in which we're going to have two of our contestants here. I'm going to provide them with two bands, which they need to guess which one has the higher monthly Spotify listeners. We've not reviewed any of these names in advance, so we're going pure from gut, feel, all that good stuff. So today, we're going to flip it. I'm going to be emceeing. We have Dylan and John going head-to-head. Dylan, what's going on with you? How you doing?
Fantastic. I just realized I do not have a pen and paper on hand, so you're going to have to trust me. I'm going to draw on my phone, but I'm not going to open Spotify, I promise you.
That's fine. What about you, John? How's it going?
I came prepared. I've got my normal writing utensil. Lewis, I hope you can see Dylan's phone on your phone. I hope there's enough. I hope you can see it. It's gonna be pretty small, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there. I'm excited to be on this side of the competition.
It's phone inception. We'll figure it out. All right, but we'll jump right into it. We're gonna do some weird matchups, but this one not too crazy. Our first one, we're gonna figure out who has the more Spotify listeners. Oh, wait, but first, I guess, also, we have 500 points to start with. We didn't cover that. So the guys can bet anything they want. I would prefer it if it's in round numbers, guys, because it just makes it easier. And at the end, whoever has the most points wins. So it's kind of just up for your wager, whatever you want to get. And that's kind of what we've been doing. So we're going to go into the first one here. And with your first guess here, you're going to have to figure out who has the more Spotify listeners, Agnostic Front or 88 Fingers Louie.
Oh my gosh.
My gut is saying like Agnostic Front, but the way these competitions have gone, it's always like go against your gut, you know? 88 Fingers Louie probably has the more popular. I don't know. Gotta Go has got a lot of. I don't know.
A lot of people like New York hardcore.
Yeah.
No one in this group, but a lot of people.
I've made up my mind.
All right.
Hold on.
John, another 2 seconds. Yeah, whatever.
Chicago versus New York. Two cities I loathe.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's go and see how much you wagered. So Dylan's got Agnostic Front for 100, and John has Agnostic Front for 100. Well, you are both wrong because it is 88 Fingers Louie, who, as of today, has 216.4 thousand monthly listeners compared to Agnostic Front's 160.8.
Damn, that's crazy because 88 hasn't done anything in like. When did that last record come out? Like 8 years ago?
Maybe more.
Ago,
I think it's more. We failed together.
Yeah. Yeah. So easy math, 400.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go and do a little bit. I have a bunch of them here to pick from. So we're gonna go a really strange matchup just because it's pretty close. And we're gonna put up hardcore legends, Poison the Well. I'm going all hardcore here, versus the Lawrence Arms. So I went all over the map, and I'll tell you, it's not that far off. So that is your pick. Which one has more monthly listeners, Poison the Well or the Lawrence Arms?
I'd be a lot more confident if this was 2005.
I picked some older bands. We went through a lot of the bands that are still active, so you're going to have to bear with it. So
Dylan's Poison the Well is his Florida brethren.
I know, that's kind of why I picked it too. I was like, oh, Dylan would like a Florida shout out. So
I honestly don't think I've ever listened to Poison the Well or was aware of their geographical location.
Dude, I felt like they were touring in New York all the time.
Yes, yeah, they played all the time.
They were good. I like them. All right, so how about you guys? Let's see what the answers are. So Dylan, Lawrence Arms for $100. John went Poison the Well for 200. Well, the W is going to Dylan.
Damn.
With Lawrence Arms, 95.4 thousand versus Poison the Well's 89.6. So pretty close.
Man, that sets me back.
I will die on the fast train.
Yep. I'm figuring you could do the math on these ones, so you got it. The hundreds.
Yeah.
I like when you guys use hundreds. It's easy peasy. All right. We're going to keep going. We're going to stay with a Florida band, and we're going to go a little bit more in the wheelhouse of bands that we talk about. And we're going to go head-to-head now. Another close matchup between Choking Victim, one of my favorites, and Against All Authority, another one of my favorites. So who has the higher monthly Spotify listeners between AAA and Choking Victim?
Against All Authorities had a bit of a resurgence lately, while Choking Victim has had, I guess, whatever the opposite of a desurgence. I don't know.
Desurgence.
The Choking Victim record got reissued a few months ago, and I think for as much as people dislike the man behind the music, they're still a very popular band, I feel like. Shit. And then AAA's got that whole bad time boost lately with all the bands they're playing with.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty close one as well. So I think any guess is pretty good here. All right, you guys about ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. So we got AAA for 100, and we got AAA for 100. Well, you are both correct. Against All Authority has 95.6 thousand monthly listeners compared to Choking Victims 91.5 thousand. So add 100 to both of you right there.
Out of control in a shivering night, tempest, I'm all fucked up, the moon's just a sliver.
Florida always beats New York. Easy.
All right, let's see if we can do another. Oh, let's do a pretty fun one, because this is a pretty low tier band that don't get talked about very often. But guys were talking about it in the Discord, and a band that I like, and I really like this album. But how many monthly listeners does Zero Down have versus 98 Mute?
Oh boy. This is another one. It's like a pretty long dormant band, and then
both.
Well, they're both long dormant, but one is getting a lot of hype lately. I don't know to what extent though.
That a lot of people consider that Zero Down a classic. So.
I think a lot of people who are into Zero Down are enthusiasts, so they probably have the record or the CD. I don't know if they're listening. I thought one guy had it on Spotify.
Yeah, he's number one artist.
Shit, dude,
number one artist.
One dude may have put the numbers over the top just himself.
That is crazy that Zero Down was his number one band for the year.
I'm willing to bet he has listened to more Zero Down than the rest of the world combined has listened to 98 Mute.
I feel pretty confident in my answer. I wrote it down right away.
I think it's bait, to be honest, so I'm going to take the bait, though.
Okay, Zero Down for 100. John takes it with 98 Mute, and I want to read the numbers out here. So, John, give yourself, 550? Dylan down. What was it, 100, Dylan? These are the numbers. Zero Down has 1,849 monthly listeners versus 98 Mute's 8,009. So we got down into the 4 digits, which was kind of fun. I wanted to at least have one that was pretty low.
So here's why I was confident. Up until mid last year, that Zero Down album was not on Spotify at all. I remember when it came on Spotify, finally I posted it. So it wasn't on any playlist up to that point. So that was my reasoning behind it. I'm surprised it wasn't a bigger gap, but yeah, I'm good. Taking the lead. I started off rough, but here we go.
Better make your last confession. The world's doing its best impression.
Yep. All right. We're going to do 8, I think. John, is that cool?
Yeah.
So I'll save 2. But yeah, let's go into one that I think is kind of just a fun one. We are going to do who has the bigger Spotify audience, Andrew WK or the Buzzcocks?
Andrew WK is probably on a lot of party playlists.
Lot of big hits. He gets wet. He's a
The
wolf.
Buzzcocks only have what is it called? Ever Fallen in Love or something like that. You know, fun fact, my favorite Buzzcocks album is Good to Go.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good. I like the Buzzcocks. I might be one of their monthly listeners. I'll let you guys mull this one over.
I really don't like the British, though.
Well, let's go ahead and see some wagers. We have John with a slight lead now. We got Dylan going up. We got Buzzcocks for 50, and he got NTWK for 100. Well, John is going to take it to 600 to 400, and this number blew my mind. So I just went to go double check that I didn't need this, but Andrew WK only has 493.4 thousand. Okay, that's fine. He hasn't been popular for a long time. Buzzcocks 973.2 thousand, like double Andrew WK's almost.
Most played song, the one I
Never
know.
Fallen in Love, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
almost undoubtedly. Okay.
Andrew WK is like another, like, he's been gone for a while. I mean, not as long as the Buzzcocks, but I mean, he was super popular, but I mean, I don't know how many of his songs had lasting power. That's the thing.
That's true.
I saw him on the Warped Tour, and I remember being, I don't know, I was pretty unimpressed. My uncle was really excited about it, but I was like, whatever.
I was going to argue the opposite. I was going to say you have to see the man live.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best part of his show, to be honest.
I thought it was
Maybe
all right.
We saw him at club shows, and it was awesome. So
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
He played a lot in Poughkeepsie, and I remember that music video. There was like in the beginning, remember he tied his shoes and then he punched his shoe. I remember for like a while, everyone was like tying their shoes and then punching them real fast. He's a badass.
That's pretty good.
He's a cool dude. I wish it was him. He's better than the Buzzcocks in my opinion, but. It is what it is.
All right, I guess we'll do. I think we have two left, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, two left. So we'll do one that's maybe a little bit more in our wheelhouse, a little bit higher amount of listings. We are going to compare one band that is definitely showing up in our Fat Wreck series as well. But we're going to compare the Swinging Utters to Tiger Army. Tiger Army, Hellbilly, punk rock, 50s cars, slick back hairs, coffins, things of that sort. Black cats. I don't know, things that you like. I love Tiger Army, by the way, so I'm making it a little fun. And I love Tiger Army. 2, 3, and 4 are fantastic. So
I'm having some tablet issues.
that's all right.
There we go.
So does the power of Moonlight defeat a wind-spitting punk? That is the question. All right, looks like you guys might be ready. Let's see the scores. With a score of 600 to 400, let's see how it shifts. We got Tiger Army for 200. We got Tiger Army for 300. Well, you are both correct. So it's going to go to 900 to 600.
Shit.
It was Swinging Utters with 117.9 thousand versus Tiger Army's 125.8. So pretty close. Okay.
I didn't think it would be
so
that
I guess
close.
this is the eighth one.
Sorry.
It's pretty close. Yeah, I'm surprised. No, you're good. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we only did. How many did we do?
I don't know.
I think we have a few more. Yeah, we're good. We can do a few more. Let's do 2 more at least. So, all right, let's do one that's a little bit smaller band. Let's go with Diesel Boy. Very popular. Just kidding. Oh, Kitty Cat. Diesel Boy has that excellent album. They made my top list, top plays last year, so I was definitely one of these listeners. Versus another old band staying in the hellbilly genre, the Necromantics. And Who Killed the Cheerleader, my anthem from high school that was often played.
Listen up. No offense to the Necromantics if you're watching this. Who the fuck listens to Necromantics? I'm sorry. I had to say it.
I bet they get a big boost in October.
Honestly, who gives a fuck? Who was the first band? Diesel Boy.
Diesel Boy. Yeah.
My hatred of the Necromantics blinded me.
This is a pretty close one. I got to be honest with you guys. So I
Really?
picked a lot of close ones. Yeah.
I like the Diesel Boy album. I don't think a ton of people listen to it, if I'm being honest.
Same. It's in my top 5 of the year, but I also agree with Dylan.
Hold on now.
Oh, he's still thinking.
He's changing his answer.
Oh, I didn't answer at all. And then my color changed for some reason.
All right, we're the same.
Okay. Necro. You are both correct. And to challenge Dylan's point, 3,500 more people listen to the Necromantics a month over Diesel Boy. So it was 43.5 to 40,000. So pretty interesting. Necromantics is
No
still banging up
justice
the
in
list.
this world.
Who killed the cheerleader? Oh no, it wasn't me.
Yeah. All right, we kind of like ran this through. We got 300 difference. Let's wrap it up, I think, with this pick here and kind of see what we got. All the marbles. John, you're gonna have to bet something. So so we do have a competition here. We have 1,000 to 700. I think John is the highest score anyone's ever had at one time.
I gotta bet 401 and win. That's how it goes.
All right, so we are going major label, fellas, and we are going Hatebreed versus E06.
Oh,
Now, which one has higher monthly Spotify listeners?
jeez.
God, Lewis is like, pick all the bands nobody gives a shit about.
I like both of these bands, actually.
The general public.
Yeah, Hatebreed just closed out the Chance final show. Rest in peace. Eve 6. It's got Inside Out, Open Road Song, Promise. Of course, Here's to the Night. How many playlists is that one on?
Most known for their Twitter account.
That guy's hilarious.
I don't know how well that translates to Spotify listenership.
Got a cat here. Sorry.
Yeah, this guy's been here the whole time. He is not a fan of my pen. God, I feel like they're both gonna be like in that 3 million range.
Yeah, the Operation Ivy cover put Eve 6 over the top.
Stop.
Let's see how it breaks up here. John's
right.
finishing writing. The last one. Okay, so let's see. Dylan wages 700 with Hatebreed. John wages 700 with Hatebreed.
400.
You guys are 400. Sorry. Well, you were both correct. So
That's a
John is going
tie.
to take it.
No, it's a tie.
Oh, he's going to tie. Oh, you're tied. Oh, shit. Oh, yes. I didn't realize.
His
that.
honor.
Okay. Well, then we're going to have to do a tiebreaker. And it was Hatebreed.
All right, rock, paper, scissors.
1.3 million. 1.3 versus 1.2.
What should I suck into my image that I wasn't worth the bullets?
So no, I have
damn.
backups here. So yeah. So I don't know how we're gonna do this. We've never had a tie situation. So
I would prefer rock, paper, scissors, if I'm being honest here.
we could do that because you should. If you didn't like the picks I had already,
I
these were the
have a
A-sides.
suggestion.
Perhaps a patented
I have a
Lewis
suggestion.
coin flip.
You pick the one you think, and then you pick how many listeners you think they have. And if it's a tie,
maybe it's
whoever's
closest.
actually closest takes it.
Yeah. Well, why don't I just pick an artist and you guys, whoever's closest gets the win.
Okay, let's do
Like
it.
that's probably easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see out of my final list here. We've been talking about this band, and Dylan's going to say no one cares about him, but we all agreed this album rocked. So how many monthly listeners does Chicks Dig It have?
Oh man, that's a good one. All right.
I really thought you had wagered 700. I was like, oh, John's going balls to the wall, but here we go. This is even more dramatic. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, I like this.
All right, let's see what those wagers are. Not wagers, what the answer is. So Dylan has about 10,000. John has 12K. Well, John is going to take it because Chicks Dig It has 19.4 thousand listeners a month. So there you go. So that was a pretty good one. You guys were pretty close, though. So it was really good.
Oh, hold on. You misread it, dude.
Oh, there you go. 19,000. That was a good one. Well, these were the A sides, guys. You should have seen my other B sides. We were getting down into The Locust was one of my picks, and that's another band no one cares.
For next time. Well, now you can't because now.
Next time.
Well, I don't know.
I was not really going to use it. It was my finger. All right, well, that's it. John's going to take it with a score of 1401 thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of Chicks Dig It. Really helped him out this time. Dylan, a very valiant effort. I think this is the most successful either contestant's been. So join us next time. We'll see how it goes. So everyone have a good one.